We have found the Fort Palace Museum inside Jaisalmer Fort. It looks pretty impressive, and I think they have an audio guide.
Jaisalmer is an ancient town centred around a beautiful golden fort on the edge of the Thar Desert. We explored this magical spot on foot, getting lost in the narrow fort streets. We visited the palace and the beautiful Gadisar lake.
We have arrived in Jaisalmer.
A very pleasant bus ride to get here from Jodhpur, and now we are pretty much in the desert.
You can tell it is hot and it is dry, but we're hungry, so we're going to go and find some food, then escape back to our guest house because we have air conditioning.
Hi, how are you, sir?
Hello.
I'm good, thank you. Hello. Feeling hot and dry and sandy. Not that I've seen any sand yet, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Check out these streets, they are gorgeous. There is never, and I say again, never a bad time for lassis. They are delicious. Namaste. Found some sort of patties, and it turns out they're potato patties, so we're going to give them a try.
And they come with like a white sauce. They actually look really good. Whoa. Dessert. Oh, that's good.
20 rupees a patty, or whatever they are. We'll have to find the right name. They're not like the normal potato patties you get elsewhere.
Stop 3, stop 2 for me.
Having a special dal hakran, so that's the super crispy, almost like a giant papadum, covered in a bit of dal, tomato, onion, a bit of chilli. It's delicious. And it's 40 rupees. We grabbed some cookies, 20 rupees each, and they're delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, we pretty much can decide in the first few hours into town if we're going to like it or not. Often that is based on the street food.
Yeah.
What do you think of this place?
I'm really enjoying this place. I've tried something new. I've had a great dal pakwan. I'm enjoying a great kulfi. And it's just got a really nice atmosphere. It's a bit hot at this time of day, but when you gotta eat.
It's a good excuse to have more ice cream.
I'm taking my time. Ooh. Hello. Music place, cool.
Today we are off to explore Jaisalmer. First stop food, and then we're going to head up and check out the fort.
Found breakfast. This is the Sunrise Paratha House. Saw it yesterday, very excited.
He's excited because we haven't had parathas for a while, and it's one of his favourite things. Doesn't take much to get him excited.
This place does, they call it a nashti thali, but it's 2 parathas with a small amount of curry, dahi and pickle. Looks really tasty. 40 rupees. It's a tasty one. Really good parathas. Haven't tried the curry yet, but the dahi is delicious.
And to help wash brunch down, we're getting some lassis.
For a change, we've chucked some flavour into our lassis. I've had mango, Cal's got banana, and they just blend the fruit straight into it, and it is really good.
Mango lassi was 50 rupees, banana lassi 40 rupees, Not the cheapest lasses around, but certainly one of the tastiest we've had. Okay, now our stomachs are really full. It's definitely time to head up to the fort. Welcome to Jaisalmer Fort.
Oh, they were not making it easy for people to get in here.
So this will be the third huge gate we've passed through. You can see why no one could ever breach these forts. Incredibly hard to get access to, and an incredible position on the hills always. So this fort is totally free to get into, which is quite unusual in India. That is largely because up the top inside the fort walls is a whole lot of hotels, restaurants and shops. Thank you.
Got an awesome view from up here on the Jaisalmer Fort at the sunrise viewpoint. It's just about every building's got a little cafe or restaurant on the top of it. It's a pretty neat town, this one.
We are stopping at a little restaurant with a really nice view because Al desperately needed a coffee.
I'm getting a coffee. What are you getting, sweetie?
I am having a beer. My first beer since when?
Arriving in India?
Yeah, since this trip in India. So first beer in about 2.5 months.
Coffee with a view, all right, up here on the Jaisalmer Fort battlements.
I see your coffee and I rate you. It's very tasty. And in India, the beers are very cold and very big.
The Jaisalmer Fort is the second oldest fort in Rajasthan, being built in the late 12th century. It's unique in that it is a living fort and has a population of over 4,000 people living inside its walls. It's also known as the Golden Fort because the yellowy golden hue of the stone that it's made of camouflages it into the desert. It sits on the crossroads of a number of important trading routes, including the Silk Road. Keep remembering this store, make some good fried honestly. Sure, thank you. This is my kind of shopping. Narrow little lanes, kind of nice souvenirs. It's quite peaceful. I really like this fort. There's a great view of downtown Jaisalmer from this part of the fort.
We have found the Fort Palace Museum inside Jaisalmer's fort. It looks pretty impressive and I think they have an audio guide. Entry to the Fort Palace Museum is 500 rupees each, which is on the high side for palaces, but it does include an audio tour. And if you want to take a camera in, it's an extra 100 rupees.
This is a model of the entire fort made out of a single piece of sandstone, and you can see the 99 bastions all the way around it, and the fact that it's got this double wall. We're up here in the palace. It is such a cool fort to explore. People compare it to a sand castle, the way it sits on the rock, and it's gold in the desert.
That was great fun. I think one of the things we really like about their fort is that it is very different to the other forts and palaces we've been to in Rajasthan. It's smaller, it feels a lot more practical and functional than some of the really gaudy ones. I liked it a lot.
I think one of the things I really like about this fort is it's so different to every other fort we've seen. I mean, it's a used fort, so people are living up here, there's shops and hotels and all that sort of thing, so it's still a community. It's really, really cool. Yeah.
I am off to get us some train tickets. Oh, we could probably book the tickets through our guest house, but it's kind of fun going to the train station and having a look around and doing it yourself. Also, I'm going to hopefully come back via the historic lake. Alright, I found it. The trick is to find the reservation area, which is often quite far from the normal ticket area. Just like that, I have 2 tickets to Bikaner on Wednesday. Just got to fill out a little bit of paperwork. They check it pretty thoroughly, I think, and they kind of know where you're likely to be going. Now I just got to walk back. This is the entrance to Gadisar Lake, which was built in the 1400s. It's just outside of Jaisalmer Fort area, and it is one of the highlights of Jaisalmer. Wellington, yeah. Yes. I also get a very neat view of the fort from out here at the Gadisar Lake. Well, judging by the number of separate gats there are, or steps down to the water, this place must have been a hum of activity back in the day. It's pretty quiet now. I'm focused on a little bit of religion and a lot of tourism. Ooh, now we're talking.
Our stomachs are full. No. Now it's time to escape the heat. What did you bring?
2 aloo pratas for 40.
Oh.
It's deli prices.
And Al's found some more food.
Yeah.